Hello, I am Asheron, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back once more to some Asheron's Call. Now, I am on my two-handed character now, as, last time we played was on the dual-wield character. But I wanted to do a bit of a shorter stream today, and I felt that perhaps I could do the Lord test, because I've already done each of the previous society advancement tests on stream with this character, and I had, at some point in between the last stream and now, gotten up to the Lord test in, by turning in all the commendation ribbons, which I still have 4 left over, it would seem. And so we can now do the Lord test, which is said to be the hardest one of any of them, which is very exciting, I suppose. Because who knows, we might just straight up die. But if we don't, then good for us. That'll be nice. So let's see. It said we needed to talk to this person, Gamri Nightshade, who has very interesting color of hair. I don't even know how you get that color, but I don't think you can as a character. That's a lot of text. They want the blood of Thun. Interesting. To the Moorsman keep near Eastwatch. Take what you need from the Moorsman. He must hold some key to entering the temple. Okay, let's read what it says on the wiki, because I have no idea. I mean, I know which Moorsman fort they're talking about, but I didn't know that there was anything special in there. Let's see. Go to Eastwatch, head to the tunnels portal. Okay. It's the same dungeon for the Ritual of the Blight. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking of. Take all lefts until you reach the Moorsman Priory portal. Interesting. I've never... I've never actually been in there. I didn't know that existed. Alright. Well, you learn something new every time you play. It's held true so far. Oh, so I made some changes on this character. I don't know how useful it'll be, but it makes them a bit more well-rounded for sure. I unspecialized melee defense. Still at infinity, but it's not specialized anymore. And I then managed with those extra 10 points to train life magic. So there is that. Aside from that, that's pretty much all I did. And let's see. Going to Eastwatch, which is right here. Yeah. And then we need to go to the Moorsman Fort, which is like, it's not even on the map, but I know where it is. Let's go down this. I can just jump off the end. Are my buffs good? Eh. We actually might as well force rebuff. Just make sure that we're in the right situation. Have all our buffs up for the rest of the ordeal. And do I have all the... I don't know if I have all the things I need for it, but we'll see what happens. Well, let's just force buff entirely. Just so that it refreshes everything that it could do. And I don't even know if I can cast the level 5 or level 7 life spells very effectively, because I did just get life magic and put as many points as I could into it, and it's rather equivalent to my creature and item enchantment, so it can probably cast them. I don't know how easy it'll be. Although I think those are life magic, the increased regen ones. And we can actually cast all our life protections now, which is something we could never do before. Oh, and we are trying to do... Are we trying to do stamina to mana? Apparently not. Oh, that's because... Why is it drinking the mana? I guess because I have those under items still. Yeah, I never fully switched this over from how I had it when we didn't have life magic. So hopefully it can now cast the stamina to mana. Because that was the main reason I got it, was because trying to buff yourself without stamina to mana is kind of painful. Yeah, I did it. Okay. Good. I can do that. Very nice. Hey Ash, how's it going? We are buffing. It is very exciting, I know. Okay. Buffing completed. Let's get our actual weapon out now. There we go. And we'll go kill some Moorsmen. This is probably not the best spot to jump off of. That's fine. I thought I might have hit a slanted cliff if we jumped off there, but we didn't. Okay. So the Moorsman fort, and then it said all lefts, which is kind of weird because that's not the way you're normally supposed to do the dungeon, which is probably why I've never run into that portal before. Oh no, not an Uber Penguin. Not the Uber Penguins. I mean, luckily I'm high enough level that generally they're not an issue, but I still do not like. I'm a bit traumatized about the Uber Penguins. I that does sound like a good situation, having a burger. I personally am not a fan of drinking, but if I were in that situation, I would be happy about the burger at the very least. So that does sound like a good day. So let's see, all lefts. And am I okay? That is a complicated question, but I would say for the most part, yes. Hey, here's the priory. Nice. Is this place gonna be complicated? Beware of drawing large crowds while fighting. That's concerning. I don't know, these don't seem too bad, right? Aren't these the same types of Moorsmen that are on that one island? Oh yeah, no, these guys are wimpy. Absolute wimps. Okay, this probably won't be an issue. Now let's see. It's recommended to run rather than fight for the first several rooms. The first room has an octagon-shaped bridge. Go east. Maybe I should just look at the map. Because I can remember a map better than I can follow the directions on the wiki. Let's see. Oh, this place isn't too complex. Service portals. Do we need Kothmox's staff? Is that what we need? Because that would be pretty easy to get to. Okay, very high health and can take a while to kill. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, from the time that you loot his staff, you have 1 hour to complete part 2 of the quest. Okay, so we need to know what we're doing after that. Get rid of the Pit of Heretics in South Ireland. Run from Candith Keep. Is Candith Keep the one you can teleport to? Is that the one that you need? No, yeah, that's the one you need the carved cave to get there. Okay, so that's gonna suck. But that's fine. So run from Candith Keep. Delightful. We'll deal with that later. We'll just get the staff for now and hope that 1 hour is plenty of time. So we just need to go forward through this room, and then we could either avoid the lockpick door by going north, or we could just go east. Yeah, this place isn't too complex. Let's just go. And I have good lockpick as far as I remember. Let me just check that. What is my lockpick like? Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see if we can just... Yep, first try. Easy enough. And then I think we go this way? Yeah. And then we kill the guy with the staff. Is that him? The little guy? It is. Well, he's not pulling yet, so let's just kill everyone else. You know, it's times like these that I'm happy to be a two-handed character. You can just cut down entire groups of Moorsmen easily. Okay, and there's some still up there. I should probably deal with them before pulling the boss, I would think. Of course, this boss might just end up being completely easy, and I'm just a little intimidated by it for nothing. But the wiki did say that this was the hardest of the society tests, which kind of put me on edge a bit. Okay. What are you doing over here? Why are you running? Okay, don't know how he got there, but this guy, oh, he's unenchantable. Good to know. Good to know. Wait, does that mean that I can't debuff him? Either way, I should probably start with this. Try to get... Ow. 14 damage. Poison health. This guy's got some of the tough debuffs. He resisted the spell. Oh, and of course. And it's level 8. Poison health plus level 8 vulns. I do not like this guy. He also does not seem to be getting debuffed. But that might just be bad luck. But it did say he was unenchantable. Maybe he just can't be debuffed. Let's just switch to our good weapon and destroy him. Of course, I'm kind of anticipating getting one shot by a lightning spell at any moment because, you know, low health plus level 8 vuln. Okay, luckily, he just uses Tempest. If it were a bolt, that would hurt. That's a bolt. That hurt. But not as much as I thought, so that's good. Our high endurance is serving us well. Oh, plus I have really good lightning protection. Yeah, you already put that on me, my good man. But yeah, I believe it's my necklace has really good lightning protection, so it's actually very lucky that he's trying to hit us with lightning, and not something like cold, where I have very little resistance against. Yeah, this guy's not too bad. If I had a cold weapon, I'd probably be using that against him, but sadly, cold is one of those weapon types we just have not managed to get. They are right, though. This guy does have a decent amount of health. Not as much health as one might think, but a decent amount for sure. If I'd managed to get Gossamer Flesh on him, it might have been significantly easier, but it's always a bit difficult to get those things to land. Stop doing poison health. I need that health. Yeah, lowers my health by 20%. That's just rude. Okay, he's almost there. 3%, 2%, 0%. How does that work? Okay. Okay, now we're on a 1-hour timer, apparently. Because we picked up the staff, that means that we are on a time crunch here. So we need to make our way to the Pit of Heretics in the South Direlands. Where exactly is that? Let's just grab the coordinates. Throw them in there. We need to go to Al Jalima. There we go. Alright, so Pit of Heretics is there. We need to run from Candith Keep. That's gonna be kind of a long run. But that's fine. We'll probably be alright. Yeah, because this expires in 1 hour. It's kind of interesting. Oh yeah, but becoming a lord gives you access to... Well, what was it? It's the big island that's like right down there, the Moorsman Island, right? I think so. It's kind of weird how much of the like high level society quests have to do with Moorsmen. They seem to really like them. Although I guess they kind of are like servants of Thune or something. So probably a good reason as to why they're so prevalent. And I can probably switch to my regular weapon again now. Do I go up here? I think I go up here. Yes, okay. And I think I have enough jump skill to get up the shortcut in here. I hope I do. But we shall see. Let's see. And all his dang debuffs still in here. So really, that boss wasn't too bad. Some bosses just absolutely spam their spells, and it's not good. Okay, this way. Should be the right way. Yes. Now we need to make it up there, approximately, if we can. Okay, we can height-wise. So I don't think we need these Gromnies. If we do, I'm going to be cursing myself for doing this. But... there we go. Okay. Because, yeah, if you can't make the jump normally, you can kind of jump on top of the Gromnies to get some extra height. But if you don't need to jump on top of them, they just kind of get in your way. Alright. Made it through there without too much difficulty. And then we go through the green portal. That'll bring us pretty much straight to Candith Keep. And then we just need to go like 10 clicks this way. Or I guess 9.5. Isn't that delightful? Oh, there's an Archmage out there. That's pretty cool. And a Direland rat cave. I don't know what's going on there, but I've never been to it. So yeah, Pit of Heretics. What do we do then? Interesting. So it is daytime right now. So we need to use the East statue, Dawn Song, to warm tide. I'm pretty sure it is Dawn Song to warm. Probably. I assume so. I don't know all the times of day, you know? They're kind of hard to keep track of. But then do we just give the staff to the statue? Yeah, give the statue the staff and then talk to it. Who else is this? Oh, there's a merchant and an archmage. What the heck are you guys doing out here? I know we're on a bit of a time crunch with the 1 hour time limit, but I like to see what the random merchants have for sale. Usually it's nothing too enticing, but you never know. All the way up to MMDs. Actually, Greater Mana Stones is pretty good for being sold. They don't have really any mana charges, but up to Greater Mana Stones is quite nice. And of course, there's a Life Stone there as well. But it is really weird. I mean, I always have my Life Stone somewhere that I can get other places from. Somewhat like right now, I have one, because you have the two Life Stones. You have Life Stone Recall and then your regular Life Stone. And I have my regular Life Stone in Dark Isle and my Life Stone Recall in Ayan Bekur. So it is kind of weird that there's just random life stones everywhere in secluded locations that you would need to really try to get anywhere from here, because it seems so against how I normally use the life stone. But it's kind of cool that they just have those out in the middle of nowhere. I know, especially on like PvP servers, really secluded life stones was preferable because then people can't just like gank you because they have no idea where you're respawning. Oh, there's an Arwick portal out here. Interesting. Regular life, so what's the difference? I mean, technically there are multiple types of life stones, but I think mainly it's just the life stones I regularly go with because they're in like opportune locations. So I don't know. But there are different types of life stones technically. Hmm. Well, we're almost there. Oh, and the debuff wore off. I was like, why am I so low health? What happened? But it's just the poison health finally wore off. And so there's an east statue and a west statue. I need the east one, right? Yeah. So we're gonna head for that. Wherever that may be. It says it's like right here. I see no such statue. Hmm. Because yeah, it says east statue. But there was no statue over there as far as I could tell. I guess we can look around a bit more. See if there's one in the area that might be usable. Exploration marker. I should get that. But I assume it would be over by this. But there's nothing there either. Except a... Is that a monster seed? That's what it looks like. Just by location? Yeah. First exploration marker. Where is that? Please don't tell me. It's in the pit, isn't it? Yep. It's away in the pit. I don't think we are supposed to go in the pit. So yeah, it looks like the statues are supposed to be on these little pedestals out here. Oh yeah, and there is one there. I do wonder then if I just never got close enough to this pedestal to have it pop into place. But if that's the only other statue that exists, I guess we'll give it to that one. Yeah, because this one just doesn't exist, which is weird because that's a bit backwards because it says it's in the middle of the day, and it says that during the daytime, the east statue is supposed to be the one that's active. There is no east statue. Hmm. I guess we'll try using this one first and see what it does. What's this? Oh, what are these? Okay. We're just You do not have the sacred staff. What do you mean? I do have the sacred staff. Um, do I give you the staff? What happened? What has occurred? Let me just staff. One of the three halls before you holds the answer to the question. What was the question? What what question is that? um there are numbers, but I see no question. Wiki, what do you say? Huh. Um it didn't give me a question. It did it? Am I just am I just blind? Do I give it to you again? Eyes appear to grow and encompass all that you see. They peer into your mind. What is where is question? I think it's bugged. Maybe. Well, it's a 1 and 3 because there's only 3 answers. So I guess 112. You must hear my story before choosing. Oh, thank you. Okay. I guess you need to actually give him the staff and then talk to him. That is kind of weird, but okay. During the tidal surge, the hunters set forth with their nets to capture the reef. Oh no, it's a story problem. I'm not good at story problems. Okay, and bring food to the city. They captured 294 reef sharks for the pens. For every 7 reef sharks captured, 3 were slaughtered to feed the ravenous brood mothers. Of the remaining reef sharks, 1 out of every 4 were sacrificed to the Whispering One. May he bless us with his wisdom. Know the number of reef sharks left to feed the city, and you shall know where to place the staff. Ah, okay. So it is essentially 294, and then 7 of every 7, 3 are captured. So how do we do that exactly? That would be how do you do that? Because 7 out of 7 there were 3. That's almost half. That's what percent is that? I'm not good at math, or at least not at this math. Especially word problem, like story problems. Those always get in my head. Okay, I mean first I need a calculator because I'm not gonna be able to do this without one of those. So first of all, because my brain works in weird ways, we are going to do 294 times 7, right? No. Well, yes, but no. No, that doesn't really work, does it? 14, you think? How do you know that? How many summons are 274? That is a good question. 294 reef sharks. I need to do this on my own. We'll figure this out. Because I don't think there's a time limit aside from the time limit on the staff, so I think we're fine. We'll just math it out for a second here. So the thing that's throwing me off is of every 7, 3 were captured or 3 were slaughtered. So it's like that is, if it was just 30%, like if it was out of 10 every 3, I could do it. But 3 out of 7 is a weird number. But that is a good point. So 294 divided by 7 is 42. So that means that there were 7 groups of 42, thus 42 times 3 is the number of reef sharks that were slaughtered. So 126 being the answer of that means that we do 294 minus 100. Okay. And then 1 of every 4 were sacrificed. So that's just 25%. Interesting. Interesting. Is 126 an answer? It is. Because, yeah. So we came out with 126 were the number that were slaughtered. And then you do the 294 minus the 126. That gets you 168. And then you do minus 25%, which also gets you to 126, which kind of threw me off, which is why I didn't like say the answer immediately, because I was a bit thrown off that it was the same number. But it says it glows brightly and a beam of light flashes out and hits the west side of the temple, revealing a door there. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go look for a door on the west side of the temple. I don't see one though. I didn't even see a beam of light. I see nothing. Yeah, I think we did it. I think it worked. Maybe. A door. We did it. We are so good at math. We're surrounded by enemies. Oh, low level enemies. Why are these like half the level of the Moors when we were fighting in the previous phase of the quest? Whatever. Okay. Gives us a math riddle. Go through the temple door. Oh, the temple door expires in 5 minutes. That's not good. Let's see. Inside the temple, use the nearby lever to open the door to the ramps down. From the lower level, take the path to the east or west. Down until you come to a room with a blind keeper. Kill the blind keeper. He can spawn sleeches. Ugh. No, thank you. Ugh, no, thank you. Why must he spawn sleeches? Why? Each time you hit the blind keeper, there's a chance a sleech will spawn. Huh. Why did it have to be sleeches? I hate sleeches. Okay, but we don't need to worry about it for right now. That is for when we, you know, lever. Okay, that doesn't open these. It said to pull the lever, so we pulled the lever. It says go either east or west, so we go that way. Oh, why does it have to be Sleeches? Blind Keeper, where is he? He's down further. Okay. So every time we hit him, he could spawn a Sleech. How are we gonna manage that? Hi. How's it going? Felicitations. Here's the plan. That didn't really work. Yeah, get on the other side of a wall. That Sleech is not on the other side of a wall. Why does it have to be Sleeches? Out of anything, out of literally anything this could have been, why does it have to be Sleeches? I'm gonna be out of Gems of Stillness by the end of this. Actually, I'm already almost out of Gems of Stillness. I should have stocked up on them. Ow, and he does a lot of damage. Because he vulned me. I think that was an incantation vuln. Oh, it might be bugged. Ow. How did he hit me for that much? These dang vulns. Are they level 8s? Of course they are. Let's see. I do have Society Gems of Dispelling. Not many. But I've got some. And luckily this little thing here, I don't know if he casts bolt spells, but this little wall here is keeping him from casting them if he does. And it keeps saying that a Sleech appears, and luckily none have, aside from the ones that started out. Maybe I already, like, maybe you can only summon a certain amount of Sleeches per fight. This guy's a bit tough. He do be a tough cookie. Okay, Surge of Regen, that's good. That's good, that'll help. Luckily they don't have the stupid... Dang it! I was literally in the middle of saying, at least it doesn't have that stupid poison health on me. And then he casts poison health immediately. That is... Right? It's because I was trying to say it. It's because I was trying to say out loud that I didn't have that debuff. And then he immediately decides to cast that on me. That is upsetting. Yeah, this guy's tough. He has really high melee attack. Because even at maxed melee defense, I still can't evade him very efficiently. And he debuffs you quite heavily. In all ways, not just vulns, but... Stay behind the wall. Stay behind the wall. I know you want to fight him, you know, up close and personal, but just keep that wall between you so he doesn't have bolts as an option. Yeah, story problems, my guy. I do not like them. One thing I did not miss from school. Okay, our healing kit is kind of on its last legs here. There it goes. Replace it and keep fighting. I should really have a replacement one on 7 as well, just in case, so I can switch to it quickly, but I forget to do that half the time. I'm just so glad it stopped spawning sleeches. Like, those things are the absolute worst. They're the bane of my existence. Like, this guy's tough enough. He doesn't need to have an entourage of sleeches to be even worse. Just keep killing him. I see why they said that this was the hardest of the advancement quests, because these... I mean, the first boss wasn't bad. He had a lot of health. And some pretty bad debuffs, but other than that, it wasn't really a problem. But this guy, I mean... he's kind of horrible. And I hate him. Hey, a peerless lockpick. I'll take that. So why am I here? Was he supposed to drop something? Let's see. Oh, Gate Watcher. Are you just a regular Moorsman? I was looking at the wiki and I was like, it says a Gate Watcher's supposed to spawn. No, you cannot loot until the Gate Watcher is dead. Cannot loot what? Blood of Thun. Okay. Only one item per watcher per spawn, so if you're in a group, you have to kill them once per each person. Once you have the required item, return to your society NPC and give it to them. Okay. Whatever you say, I guess. Was that it? Did I do it? I think I did it. I think we won. It doesn't feel like I won. Man. You know, I have to say, it throwing some, like, math problems at me out of the blue was kind of a curveball, but also that's just one of the reasons why we love the game so much. Because, like, have you ever gotten into a situation where, like, World of Warcraft is like, all right, now do some high school level math? Like, no, they don't do that to you. But Asheron's Call, they're not afraid to pull out the math textbook and make you do something you haven't had to do in like 5 years. And that's what's so good about the game. Plus, it was something where like the wiki didn't have the answer for me because they were just like, oh yeah, it'll give you one of 3 math problems. Pick the right answer. I was just like, okay, guess we're on our own. We just kind of need to pull out the calculator and do it. And we give Blood of Thun to this guy. Okay. Okay, very good. Will be most pleased. You have earned your lordship. See the promotions officer. Okay. I will do that right now. You. Please speak to the promotions. Oh, you're the commendations officer, not the promotions officer. The promotions guy's down here. With the really shiny thing. Ooh. What is treasury key? I think that just opens these, right? Yeah. I'll open those later when I have a bit more bag space to work with. We'll just hold on to it. 10 trade tokens is nice. 1.4 billion XP is also very nice. I appreciate that. And now I just need to get how many is it? Let's see. Because we're now up to Lord, which means that we have access to Moorsman City. And to get to the master test, we need to turn in how many ribbons? Turn in 995 total ribbons. So we need to turn in 400 more ribbons before we'll reach master rank. Oh boy. That's gonna be fun. That'll be interesting. Um, but but yes, I was just wanting a bit of a shorter stream today. because I mean normally I try to go for longer streams on Fridays because I usually try to go and raid into Morg's stream, but she seems to be revising her schedule or something and has not been streaming lately as far as I can tell. So we were just gonna do the Lord quest here, and then I was probably gonna go do some other various things like writing and stuff like that. So yes, I suppose that'll be the end of it. We did the Lord test, and that was actually kind of terrifying. Those boss Moorsmen were not overhyped, I have to say. They were definitely about as difficult as it was insinuating. And I am just so very lucky, so very lucky that that final boss man kind of just stopped spawning Sleeches. Like I kept saying in chat, probably like 24 times, he spawns another Sleech, but nothing popped up. So very lucky with that. I would have been maybe dead, or at the very least I would have needed to use a lot more dispel gems and healing kits to get through that, and it would have been a lot more stressful. So I'm glad that it was fine. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna go, and I should stream again tomorrow, and then again on Monday, and then Tuesday. But then, the 31st through the 4th, I will not be streaming, and then I will have a big stream on the 5th. So, yes, because I'm going on a bit of a trip between the 31st and the 4th, you know. So that will be good. So yes, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.